This recording has come about because somebody is constructed a website called universallawcommunitytrust.org, and it implies obviously things such as assignment of consent and securing your rights, and you can see it for yourself. But that website represents the exact opposite of everything that it is that we've been talking about. That website represents the usurping of people's rights and their intellectual property, and plagiarism and pirating. They're doing exactly what it is that we set up Universal Law Community Trust to stop. They have merged the two sites together, which were the kindness credit accounts, the logos, and then had the audacity to imply that they're doing this in good faith. Anybody using those websites do so at their own risk. There's no contact whatsoever between ourselves and any of those email addresses that you find on there. The people who are responsible for it, who are asking you to put money into an account to turn it into kindness credits, are in direct contradiction to what it is that we set all of this up for. And they don't have any assignment of consent from any of us to do any of this. The website should have trust at universallawcommunitytrust.com in there for you to be able to validate that obviously you can get through to the people who know what it is that they're talking about, and or kindness credits at protonmail.com. Those are the only two email addresses that haven't been usurped by Dijon and his merry band of fuckwits, who are behind the universallawcommunitytrust.org site. Somebody showed me this yesterday, and obviously none of it is anything to do with, it's kind of uh, let's say a state-sponsored version of what kindness credits and Universal Law Community Trust was set up for, like I said. And they haven't just usurped the website that we created, but they're actually profiteering from the energy and the time and the experiences and exemplifications that the rest of us have all had to do in order for us to be able to restore the universal law in our communities. This wasn't done because of a website, it was done because of the people who then constructed a website to share all of this information freely with you, which was taken down by the state, which any individual who would imply that they would identify themselves as a minister and then would be able to at least be aware of the fact that why is it that this website is still standing and the original one was removed. So a website or anything or anyone who talks about an assignment of consent while they usurp the originator's consent it tells you exactly who they are. If you look in the community pages that they've got there, they've even started to reissue themselves 001 numbers with the prefix of 99. None of this, so we're going to end up with duplicated Ben warranty cards because obviously those prefixes don't appear on the actual original warranty card. So I would suggest caution. I was going to go and I was going to go and trash it. We were going to go and have it hacked, but you see, if people can't differentiate between what's valid and what's not, and anything that's got at universallawcommunitytrust.org as a suffix or any of the email addresses, they're not coming to the people that can help you. All of that material that they've scraped from the original sites and from documents that they were given has been done so without consent. They were given consent to begin with, relating to scraping the data from the original site, but obviously that was to find out what they would do with it in the same way that we had to exemplify and allow these people to expose themselves, such as Dijon and others who are only in it for the money. We have no idea where any of those conversions of slave tokens into kindness credits goes. We know that the people who were responsible for restoring universal law haven't had any assistance from any funds that have been sent into those accounts. If anybody is sending any money and fiat currency into those accounts, then all you're doing is you are moving money through the system electronically and funding fiat currency, which is why we uh, disbanded the kindness credits online accounts, because this is not what this was set up for. I'm going to try to see if I can share a page with you on my phone by sharing this screen, but no, I cannot. Because this is what they've done to really the people who can help you, is completely disconnect us from having any ability to be able to interact with you on the internet in any way. And I think this is just cut off. Wow. Wow. Let me do it. Unbelievable. Am I still here? Am I still on record? Is this still working somewhere? Ah, it says so. So we'll carry on and see as to whether we're going to be able to share these uh, links with you. Anybody can go obviously online, who could get online and do this for themselves. Uh, they have connected our YouTube accounts to there, which is where this video is going to be uploaded to. And inside the content of the email, it talks about, have you heard the whisper? This is a loud fucking shout. That site that is promoting kindness credits with our logo, it is an exemplification of the usurpation of people's rights, and is not to be used by anybody who's got half a wit. If you want to communicate with the people who have done the exemplifications that these keyboard warriors are implying that they have the right to stand on the shoulders of or to capitalize upon, then the email addresses, you know what the email addresses are, and I'll repeat them again. kindnesscredits@protonmail.com or trust@universallawcommunitytrust.com. .org is nothing to do with us, and anybody using such and crediting such, well, you're funding the very hypothesis that we set the Universal Law Community Trust up to dissolve. And that's really all I've got to say about that.